Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.com.
Students, now in this video we are discussing plasmolysis. So under plasmolysis, so what are the points to be discussed? No. So generally we will discuss about the isotonic and hypotonic, and one more is hypertonic we will discuss after completion of this one. So what are the main important points to be discussed under these three concepts? So we will discuss. Am I right? Now let us have a look on the plasmolysis and its subheadlines. Okay, right. Now the behavior of the plant cells or the tissues with regard to the water movement depends on the surrounding liquid. A point you understood. What is the point? The behavior of the plant cells. The behavior of the plant cells or the tissues with regard to the water movement. With regard to the water movement depends on the surrounding fluid, means based on or depending on the surrounding fluid. So the behavior of the plants generally, or the behavior of the plant cells movement of water, of the plant cells water movement we will observe, means depending on the surrounding fluid. Okay, means here what is the main important point? The behavior of the plant cells or the tissues with regard to the water movement depends on the surrounding fluid, means depending on the surrounding fluid the water movement of the cells or the tissues depends. Okay, now let us move forward. Now if the external solution balances the osmotic pressure of the cytoplasm, it's said to be isotonic. Means here, listen carefully by one more time. If the external solution means, suppose here one container tumbler, suppose if we place one cell or tissues, so there now the tumbler water is there, no, that is we will be considering as external solution. So there somewhat either particular chemical, suppose solution means either particular chemical or stars or anything must be there, no. So that then only we can take water as a solution, no. So now external solution is there. That particular external solution balances the osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure of the cytoplasm means that we will be considering as isotonic. Means, for example, suppose if you place one cell, means here example I will tell you, listen carefully. Suppose the cytoplasm's chemical concentration and external solution is there, no, that is only we took in a tumbler water, no. So that one, so both, suppose if both are equal, so both balances or both the solution, suppose if balances means, so such kind of solution we will be calling as isotonic. Isotonic means in this particular case, can you guess the movement of water will not be there, means here the movement of water will not be present from the in to out or out to in, that will be balanced. Next one, if the external solution is more dilute, see there, it is second concept. If the external solution is more dilute than the cytoplasm, external solution more dilute than the cytoplasm means now where we are finding more concentration in cytoplasm and where we are finding less concentration in external solution. So thereby external solution concentration ಕಮ್ಮಿ and cytoplasm concentration ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. So in this particular case, so suppose if a external solution is concentration is a very light dilute, இப்போ concentrated H2SO4 is there means suppose if you add water there, no, diluted H2SO4 we will call now. We have the knowledge on that. So likewise here also, suppose the external solution is a more dilute than the cytoplasm, so such particular external solution we will be considering as hypotonic. Means here if two systems are there, one is external solution and one more is cytoplasm of the cell. If where we are finding more chemical concentration in cytoplasm and where we are finding less dilute or more dilute conditions in external solution. So at the time what is happening? No, definitely suppose if we place one particular cell in a hypotonic solution, what is happening? So definitely, so water enters into the cell. Water enters into the cell. So thereby what is the condition? A turgid cell condition we can observe in hypotonic solution. Means suppose if we place one particular cell in a hypotonic solution, water enters into the cell. Okay ma, so that particular point in later discussion we will have. Next one, if the external solution is a more concentration, concentrated, paringama, ipo external solution, third statement ipo suppose if the external solution is a more concentrated, then that particular external solution we will be considering as hypertonic. Now hypotonic and hypertonic, chinna clue I will give you adenna. Hypo means how many letters are there? 4. Hyper 5. So means 4 letters word, it is chemical concentration is very less than the 5 letters word. So means here 5 letters are there, that's why here the chemical concentration is more, we can remember, and here hypo 4 letters only are there, here less concentration between them. So means hypotonic solution or external solution is more diluted than the hypertonic. So suppose if we place one particular cell in a hypotonic solution, third case hypertonic solution, sir, what is happening? One more time I will give you the statement, listen. Suppose if you place one particular cell in a hypertonic solution, what is happening? Hypertonic solution means here tumbler water only consists of more concentration at the time. So how it will flow means water flows from the cell to outside or towards outside. Why? Because our knowledge point of view, one point blindly save in your mind, that is our knowledge point of view, water always moves from the higher water potential to lower water potential. No, suppose if the chemical concentration is more on that particular solution, water potential will be less. So now water potential is less means towards that only water flow will be there. Okay, so thereby here when the hypertonic solution having more chemical concentration, towards the hypertonic solution only we will see the flow of water or the movement of water. That's why suppose if you place one cell in hypertonic solution, what is happening? From the cell water molecules will and enters into the external solution. So thereby in this particular solution, suppose if we keep one particular cell, what is happening? That shrink. That's why I have written, I think so, that point. Let us see once. The cells swell in a hypotonic solution. Suppose if you place the cells in a hypotonic solution, what will happen? Swell down, bulge. Suppose the cell shrink. Suppose if you keep the cell in a hypertonic solution, means suppose if you would like to observe the turgid cell, or if you would like to see the swelling condition of the cell or swelling condition of the cell, means you have to keep in hypotonic solution. And if you would like to see the plasmolysed cell, means at the time you have to place the cell in hypertonic solution. So nalla save pannikonga. Plasmolysis occurs, once you see, this new word to you. So what is the side heading we took now? So that information we started here. Plasmolysis occurs. Plasmolysis is nothing but this particular diagram. Once you see there, whether this particular diagram is there or not. Now here it is a plasmolyzed cell. Plasmolyzed cell. So now here in this particular case, no. So now once you see, it is cell wall. CW cell wall and CM cell membrane or plasma membrane. Suppose if you place one particular cell in plasmolyzed in a hypertonic solution, what is happening? The cell membrane shrinkage, means the cell membrane shrink ஆயிடுச்சு பாருங்க. Generally இப்போ பக்கத்துல diagram பாருங்க, இது generally cell membrane must be like this. Means it is must be oppressed to the cell wall, but here what we are observing, though that has been shrunken. So that's when, suppose if you place the cell in a hypertonic solution, what is happening? Definitely cell shrinkage process takes place. So such particular cell only we will consider as plasmolyzed cell. இப்போ இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் பார்த்துக்கலாம் பாருங்க. So plasmolysis is occurs when water moves out of the cell. பாருங்க. So plasmolysis is nothing but, or it occurs when water moves out of the cell. Suppose if water comes out of the cell, so such particular condition at the time what we can see, plasmolysis condition we can observe, and the cell membrane of the plant cell shrinks. Shrink means that will be shrinks and away from its cell wall. So means at the time when normal conditions, no, cell wall will be oppressed attached. Cell membrane is attached to the cell wall. In a normal conditions, why? Because within the cell, no, water availability will be more. That's why cell membrane is oppressed or attached to the cell wall. But what is happening when water molecules all are going out? At the time there is a very less quantity of water within the cell. No, at the time what is happening? Cell membrane that shrink means, suppose like a plastic cover suppose if you keep on a flame, no, that is shrink. So likewise it shrinks. Which one? Cell membrane that of the plant cell shrinks away from its cell wall. So that's why this particular condition we will observe. Now here what are the main important points to be remembered by one more time means, okay, now so this occurs when so this kind of condition when we can see, so this occurs when the cell or tissues is placed in a solution that is hypertonic. So already we have seen, suppose if you would like to see the plasmolyzed cell, we must place the cell in hypertonic condition. Hypertonic condition means so definitely that particular hypertonic solution will have more solutes. Ange edo one particular liquid, salt or sugar or edo one, suppose if we add more elements, so at the time more solutes we will see, no. So such particular liquid only we will be considering as hypertonic. Okay, now at the time, suppose if you are placing one cell in a hypertonic solution, what is happening? Definitely cell shrinks. Okay, and next one. So water moves out, definitely. So in these conditions, no, water moves out. It is first lost from the cytoplasm and then from the vacuole. So here, as we have seen before, suppose if you keep the cell in a hypertonic solution, water moves out. First of all, from where water will come out means from the cytoplasm and then the vacuole. This is important point. Cytoplasm is there, vacuole also we see, no. In a matured cells, no, 90% of the volume of the cell is occupied by the vacuole, no. So that's why here first of all from the cytoplasm we will observe the water loss and then from the vacuole. Okay, next one, the water when withdrawn out of the cell, what is happening means water element vellipochu. So at the time what is happening through the so at the time suppose by the process of diffusion தண்ணி எல்லாமே வெளிய போய் அப்புறம் what is happening into the extracellular or outside of the cell, so fluid causes the protoplasm to shrink away from the cell walls. So already we have seen this explanation in detail. Next one, the cell is said to be in that particular condition or in this particular state of the cell we are considering as plasmolized cell. Plasmolized, such particular phenomenon plasmolized we will call. Next one, the movement of water occurred across the membrane. Means here you see the movement of water occurred across the membrane, moving from an area of from a higher water potential to a region of lower water potential, that is outside of the cell. Means here hypertonic solution means here in brackets we have written there. In brackets what we have written, more solutes are there. Where? In a hypertonic solution. If more solutes are there means water potential coming. More chemical concentration is there means water potential value will be less. So in this particular case, our knowledge point of view, definitely always water molecules move from the higher water potential to lower water potential. That's why water molecules enters into the hypertonic solution. So remember pannikonga, important. Next one, when the cell or tissues are placed in an isotonic solution. Already we have discussed this one, but once let us finish it. When the cell or tissues are placed, when the cells or tissues are placed in the isotonic solution, what is happening? There is no net flow of water towards outside or towards inside. So means here thanni or the movement of water will not be that will not be like outside or that will not be inside. Okay, that will be stable. Okay, so such kind of condition means why here as we have seen before, so definitely external solution when get balances with the osmotic pressure of cytoplasm, at the time thanni availability will not be there from outside to inside as well as inside to outside. It will be stable. Isotonic solution means in both atmospheric conditions the chemical concentration is equal or osmotic pressure is equal, or we will observe the balance of osmotic pressure. So that is information so that we can discuss. Now if the external solution balances osmotic pressure of the cytoplasm, it is said to be isotonic. So already this is particular statement here we read. So beside now we read and we got explanation also. Let us move forward to discuss another concept. Now when water flows into the cell and out of the cell are in equilibrium, the cells are said to be flaccid. Now one more condition we are discussing. Flaccid condition ana paringamma. When water flows into the cell and out of the cell. Why? Because here suppose if you take there like for example, what is the best example I can give? Now river, and a river where it is combined with the ocean. So at the time if you see that particular location, river water enters into the ocean as well as ocean water also enters into the rivers exactly at a junction. Did you see that particular location? No. So there what is the kind of phenomenon we can observe there? Water comes into the river as well as water flows from the river to ocean. So means here on both sides we will observe the movement of water. So likewise means here what is happening? Suppose if you are placing one particular cell in one liquid, so suppose if the liquid chemical concentration or osmotic pressure is equals to the equals to the like a cells at the time what is happening, or simply in equilibrium state. So definitely so there what we can observe, flaccid condition we can observe. One more time, flaccid condition is nothing but, for example here so here one diagram is there. Once you come on to the diagram once, here flaccid condition is there. Now water enters into the cell and water getting exit from the cell, means here both kind of a phenomenon takes place. Okay, water enters and water get exit. So such kind of condition only. So we will consider it as flaccid state. Flaccid state. So this kind of condition, so definitely we will observe in equilibrium state. Next one, the process of plasmolysis is usually reversible. The process of plasmolysis definitely will be in reversible mode. Next one, when the cells are placed in hypotonic solution. From here onwards important. Suppose if you keep the cell in a hypertonic solution, sir, then what is happening, sir, means water diffuses into the cell, means tanni ipo cell ullipom. So means water diffuses into the cell and causing the cytoplasm to build up a pressure against the wall, and that is known as turgor pressure. Means so suppose in normal conditions we will have very little amount of water, but suppose if you are feeling more thirsty, means at the time we will have more water. At the time if you observe our belly, somewhat it will be bulged. Means if you eat rice or any kind of thing also, at the time somewhat bulged condition of our stomach we will observe. General example, so don't keep in your mind. If likewise here also, when water molecules enters into the cell, automatically what will be happen? So some kind of pressure is created on the walls of the cell. Why? Due to the presence of more water within the cell. Point you understood, no? So like suppose for example, one more example, balloon suppose when you will blow the air into the balloon, the balloon walls are expanded more. So thereby, sir, here balloon walls are expand due to the force of the air. So due to the force of the air, what is happening? Balloon size will be expanded. Likewise, even here also, when water diffuses into the cell, causing the cytoplasm to build up the pressure against the wall, that is known as turgor pressure. Means here one important point. Suppose if the cell completely filled with water, or if the cell filled with water, what is the kind of pressure we can observe? Turgor pressure we will observe. Don't forget, it is important. Next one, pressure exerted by the protoplast. So now here some kind of pressure is rising, because of the presence of water in the cell, somewhat wall pressure created on the wall, So such particular pressure is exerted by the protoplast due to the entry of water against the walls is known as pressure potential. Which one? Pressure potential. Suppose if any kind of a pressure is there on the wall, means that particular pressure we are calling as turgor pressure. That particular pressure yaar create paniyachi? Protoplasm only, no. So this particular protoplasm creates some kind of pressure on walls, isn't it? So walls, so thereby that particular pressure we are considering as pressure potential. Means here, if turgor pressure is there, means so we will observe the pressure potential. When we can observe the pressure potential, so in presence of turgor pressure, definitely we will observe the pressure potential. We denote it as psi p, because of the rigidity. This is another concept. Because of the rigidity of the cell wall, cell does not rupture. Plant cell wall, if you take that, that is a dead one, and it has it doesn't have the capability, or it doesn't have the capability to elongate or to enlarge, like it is not having the elastic nature. Cell wall. So means cell wall not having elastic nature, but it has the rigidity. Means here, because of the nature of the rigidity by the cell wall, so cell wall does not rupture. Suppose if the cell wall having of elastic nature, means if water enters into the cell, that will expand in its size. And now here, but that kind of nature also is there for some kind of cells. But here what is the point we are discussing? So because of the rigidity of the cell wall, cell does not rupture. And this turgor pressure is ultimately responsible for the enlargement and extension of the extension, growth of cells. Means that's why here one particular point we have learned in regions of root. In morphology we learn no regions of root 3 are there, no region of meristematic, region of elongation and region of maturation we see no. In elongation process we see no, when the water molecules enters into the cell, the zone of elongation, it is responsible for the growth. So this particular point we have learned. So means here how the plant growth takes place means only due to the enlargement of the cells or due to the extension of the cells. The extension or enlargement how we can observe when the water molecules enters into the cell, no? So that creates some kind of a turgor pressure. Because of the pressure, cell expands in its size. So this is only example. Now I would like to explain. Next one. இது பாருங்கம்மா, இது சின்ன சின்ன ரஃப் டயக்ராம்ஸ் ஒன்லி. இது பிளாஸ்மலைஸ்டு செல், இது செல் மெம்ப்ரேன். இப்போது when water molecules moves out of the cell, no, exit from the cell automatically. So normally so the plasma membrane will be like this, exactly at spotlight will be there. But here when water molecules enters out of the cell, no, we are observing the shrinkage of plasma membrane or cell membrane. This is condition. Aprom flaccid cell, so the entry of water on both sides, from the inside to exit as well as exit to inside. Aprom turgid cell, water enters into the cell, so thereby the normal size of the cell increased or the bulged or enlarged or extended. Right, now some other concept we are discussing or we are going to start, that is imbibition. Imbibition is a special type of diffusion. Imbibition is a special type of diffusion when water is absorbed by solids, colloids. So one more time you see there, imbibition is a special type of diffusion when water is absorbed by solids and colloids, causing them to increase in volume. So means for example, windows, wooden made windows, suppose if you see the windows or doors during rainy season, what is happening while we are closing the doors and the windows, sometimes it will not come and close very clearly, means some kind of disturbances, means we cannot close the door or we cannot close the window. Did you observe? So did you get such kind of experience? Means that is why sir we cannot close the door, wooden doors or windows in rainy season, means so because of the process of imbibition. And the best example, if you see dried seeds are there, no, if you soak in water for some time, no, so seeds absorbs the water and it size will be expanded. Did you see? Did you observe? Adida. So that is only, so that is everything happened because of the special type of diffusion is known as imbibition. Now let us have a look on the imbibition ones. Now imbibition is a special type of diffusion when water is absorbed by solids, colloids, causing them to increase in its volume. So that the classical examples of imbibition are, this examples, EGS I have written. Why? Because I don't have gap, that's why examples, the classical examples of imbibition. So that is absorption of water by seeds and dry wood. So seeds example as well as dry wood both we observed. Now dry wood example, suppose rainy season, suppose if you throw one dry wood into the rain or rain, no, automatically after a few days, no, we will observe that bulginess, means the expanded wood portion we will observe. So that is, these two are best examples or the classical examples of imbibition. So definitely we will study in the next class what is the importance of imbibition and how our prehistoric man used this imbibition. So what are the main important activities of imbibition, everything in the next video let us continue to discuss. Thank you, ma'am. Be safe at home.